Yeah, check. 1, 2.
So we have viewers in Taiwan.
And truly an opportune moment for us to be given the privilege to present to you an exhibition game that's going to be happening live from SGS Stadium. We're talking about Chiang Kai-shek College, their high school basketball team, as they go up against CTBC International School from Chinese Taipei. And we'd like to welcome you all basketball fans. Benji Santiago with Coach Ed Stursey. And right now on your screens, we're taking a look at our visiting foreign team, CTBC International School, and we'll get a chance to witness what they can offer here. Because I do believe it's not just the purpose of playing basketball here, Coach Headstart. They also have other things that they are so interested to share with us here in the Philippines.
Yes, we're very privileged that CTBC International Academy is a joint effort with Chiang Kai-shek College. So Chiang Kai-shek College is hosting and organizing their training here in the Philippines for this year.
So we take a look at, of course, the lineup of players, so many of them from this.
Yes, so players to watch there, Wen Swan Lee and Chi Lin, Kai Ting Ma, and Lee Cheng Shu. These are the players that the coach has mentioned, Coach Lu Tai Lin have mentioned that are his ace players coming into this training camp. Actually, yesterday, Benji, they had a joint practice. Chiang Kai-shek College and CTBC International School had a joint practice at Chiang Kai-shek College gym. So building on the network with different schools, Chiang Kai-shek College hosting the CTBC International School.
And of course, the Blue Dragons of Chiang Kai-shek, as there we could see the names and of course the lineup of players that they have, and headed by their coach Joel Yap, and of course the number of assistant coaches for Chiang Kai-shek. This promises to be a very, very interesting ball game here. Of course, it's almost always a welcome event every time we get to see our local players going up against a team coming from various foreign countries. And of course, Chinese Taipei is also a force in international basketball.
Exactly. Chiang Kai-shek College Blue Dragon, one of the most winningest Filipino-Chinese school in the Philippines. So this is something to watch out for.
So just stand by. We're just about to hear the name of the starters for this particular ball game. Truly one of its kind, and truly one of those big things happening this year in the sports of basketball, especially for those who are very much into it, not just here in the country, but also outside of this country.
Interesting here is yesterday when they were having their practice, they had a small, a very short game against each other. The first set, it was won by Chiang Kai-shek College. The second set was won by CTB's International School.
So we take a look at the lineup and the starters' names here: Factora, Lacson, Bassi, Wong, and Tan for Chiang Kai-shek. And of course, Lee, Ching, Lin, Ma, and Shu. Well, at least those are short names, easy most probably for us to pronounce.
So in the morning, they had an opening ceremony at Chiang Kai-shek College. The afternoon, they had a plyometrics training with Coach Paulo Rivero and Coach Tom Rodney Chua. So no rest for this team. And right now, this morning, they had training with Simple Grind, and now they have this tune-up or exhibition game against Chiang Kai-shek College.
As they always say, basketball is life, especially for these youngsters. I do believe it's all basketball in their minds 24 hours a day. Right now, we're taking a look at CTBC International School. Let's see how they actually execute, and they have managed to get the first point here in this ball game.
A strong drive there by Lin. He is one of the athletic players for this CTBC International School.
Lin Quan Chin, so the first 2 points. Chiang Kai-shek trying to also open up their scoring here in the first quarter of action, as we had a chance to see Kingsley Tan is fouled on the way and making a shot, and he's given 2 free throws, and this could open up the scoring here for Chiang Kai-shek College.
First free throw is good for Tan. Here's the coaching staff of Chiang Kai-shek College. one of the most veteran in the Filipino-Chinese community, Coach Joel Yap. Together with him is former coach of Headstart Sports Academy, Coach Arvin Faustino. On the other side, we have their team manager, Boston, and the head coach, Lu Tai Lin.
2-1 in favor of CTBC, Chinese Taipei. Chiang Kai-shek with a basketball here. And a miss of that shot from Bassi. They're getting those offensive rebounds, creating opportunities for them to score.
The score is 3-1. Sorry, 3-2 for Chiang Kai-shek College.
And there's that floater, and it goes in. And that's a basket for CTBC International School.
That's 5-4.
In the meantime, take a look at the sequence here. Yeah, great footwork. And then that floater.
Soft touch against 3 Blue Dragon players.
Lanky and lengthy for Chinese Taipei.
They are very athletic and very, very coachable. During the times that we had those trainings at Chiang Kai-shek College, they're really listening and trying their best to do all the skills training.
Sean Wong at the line right now as he missed his first shot from the line. Making up for it by sinking the second. It's all tied up at 4 right now here in the first quarter of play. Pressure defense being applied here by Chiang Kai-shek College.
Score is 4-all. We're just going to check the scoreboard here. The scoreboard in the venue. Would like to give a quick shout out to Miss Yoliko, Shen Yoliko, watching here on our live stream from the CKSC Sports Development Office together with Coach 30 Esmenia. You know that they are watching intently. And we also like to have a quick shout out to Miss Marilyn, who is helping out also with the logistics. No, when they are here, the logistics of having a foreign team coming in. You have plenty of things that you need to coordinate with, and Miss Marilyn is helping us with that.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, board and lodging to consider. And what about the food?
Oh, also the food. Those are the things. That's the reason why they are checked in by Boss Ruben. They were checked in at Lucky Chinatown Hotel, so that when they go around, easy access to different restaurants and different establishment that they could visit. You also want to say hi to all the parents of these players right now. I'm sure they miss having them around. Don't worry, CKSC have been taking good care of them.
This is going to be an evidence somehow, a proof that they're doing okay. They're playing as we got this score all tied up at 4 here in the first period.
Pressure defense now by the Blue Dragons, trying to force some turnover.
They've been doing that a lot. In fact, even during the warm-up, the way they were actually doing their shoot-around, it's like they're actually executing a play. I'm talking about this Chinese Taipei team, CTBC. Ball goes out and it stays here for Chiang Kai-shek College. 4-all as of the moment. Let's see how it's going to be done here. Shot clock going down here for Chiang Kai-shek College. There's a steal. Here we go in transition for CTBC. He almost lost it. Good save. And that's going to be an extra steps right there. Hesitation at first. And then finally, you know, moving your feet without first dribbling the basketball. That's a turnover.
Won Chi Lin, one of the more athletic player from CTBC. Backcourt violation was called against Bassi of the Blue Dragons.
Also have to contain their turnovers here. Although for Chiang Kai-shek, that's already their second, and there's one called against CTBC. CTBC right now with a basketball. Doing their offense, another floater of a shot right there. And Chiang Kai-shek pulls down the rebound. Here they go. Trying to break this deadlock that we have right now. Some hustle play, actually going for the boards after the miss. Ball stays for Chiang Kai-shek College. Quick play inside, but nope. Let's see some post move. Shooting foul is going to be called on CTBC.
Two free throws. Look at that replay. Good pivot move going to the baseline. Not able to make that shot. Needs to earn it from the free throw line.
Can't get the first one here for Pren Santos. And here comes the second one. Missing on both. Still can't break that deadlock. The cross-court pass, telegraphed, deflected out. It stays with CTBC.
I have to say, I admire the kind of tenacity CTBC is showing, even if they have gone through several trainings already.
They have got those great strides, you know, running up and down the floor. But it's just the first quarter. We'll see their, we'll test their endurance and strength as we go along.
Last year, this team went to Japan for their summer training camp, and now they've visited the Philippines with Chiang Kai-shek College, hosting them here.
I hope it's not exactly spoiling their stay here in the Philippines, especially with the stormy season already on with kind of weather we're having. Nevertheless, let's see this long distance shot, and that's a big hit right there. And Lacson, Lorenzo Lacson knocking down that three. That's the first here in the first period. That's an end one play over to the other side for CTBC.
Good, strong drive. Look at that. Changing direction, going to his right. That's Tzu Yi Chang. Bonus free throw. Gives them a 2-point.
Well, actually, we're all tied up. 7.
7-all.
Let's just check. Actually, it's 7-6 for Chiang Kai-shek. Anyways, we'll check on that a little later on. Lacson with a runner. Yes, it goes in. Back-to-back baskets for him. And then the steal for Chiang Kai-shek. Jumper short, but in the rebound play, somebody's pulling somebody down. And they're going to call it that CTBC International. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter of action. So Lorenzo Joaquin Lacson at the line. It's already 2 or 3 of 8 right now. Some problems as with regards to the free throw shooting for Chiang Kai-shek College. But they're up by 3 right now. 10-7 is our count. Here's a long distance shot that just won't go down, and Petarse with that rebound. But of course, quick hands, quick strides. This is what I'm talking about CTBC International School.
Like what we've mentioned, Chi Lin is one of the more athletic players that they have, playing multiple positions, scoring in that.
He's got 4 points so far. This game is close. Chiang Kai-shek hangs on to a 1-point lead. There's this scoop, banking it in. Nicely done right there.
Turnover, steal by the Blue Dragons.
And this one drops. Petarse, back to back.
The pressure defense of the Blue Dragons working for them. Foul before the basket, but a quick first step there for Swan Lee.
As we take a look at that piece of action for Chiang Kai-shek College, the way they are doing it the right way here in the first period. Lacson Petarse very active. Lacson actually has got 6 points already. And then this turnover, Factora with a basketball. Putting on the brakes. Bad pass.
But a turnover, fresh from the bench.
They are quick, but sometimes they can be too quick for their own good. Here for CTBC. The Chinese Taipei team down by 5 as of the moment. 4:29 to play here in the first.
Two-man game, Lacson almost turned the ball over, diving for that ball. Kicking violation against Lacson.
The presence of mind for the outlet, even though you're down on the floor from CTBC International. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. The drive, they heard the whistle. Quick thinking, CTBC. It's a long inbound. They go for the 3, can't knock it down, but a good line right there for Liao. Well, you don't give up on that basketball so easily, so they manage to come up and getting back possession and scoring, making it a 3-point ball game here. Chiang Kai-shek is still ahead. Lacson from long distance, offline that time, by managing. Of course, the white shirts of Chiang Kai-shek well aware of where the basketball is going to land after a miss. Lead-in shot. Oh, banking it in. Nicely done.
I thought that was a tough defense already shown by CTBC, but a tougher shot there for Chiang Kai-shek College.
Petarse, that's a 6th point already. And a 5-point advantage for Chiang Kai-shek College. Here they make a stop. They got the rebound. So there's some pressure defense. Too much pressure results in a foul that's going to be called here on CTBC. They are already in penalty. And Chiang Kai-shek will be shooting free throws. Take a look at this. Not there, not up there, but under here.
Up and under move. De Los Santos missing his first free throw.
Trying to get himself on the board here, has managed to pull down 1 rebound so far.
Also want to extend our thanks to President Jude Yap, Judelio Yap, President of Chiang Kai-shek College, really extending all the accommodation and courtesy to this CTBC team.
They're in good hands.
Even the board of trustees were there yesterday welcoming the team.
There you go for the 3. How about that banking 3-pointer here for CTBC? And nicely done right there. That was Chiang Kai-tai. They needed that big basket. This is still a 3-point lead for Chiang Kai-shek College. Are they going to answer back with their own 3? Completely missing the hoop, that shot. Trying to quicken the pace the way they would execute here in transition. That's a nice looking runner right there.
Yes, by Yi Chang. Good pull-up mid-range for him.
So we're down to the last 2 minutes of the first period of play. With Chiang Kai-shek College hanging on to a 1-point lead. It could suddenly change. They're beginning to feel it. Of course, the defense is right there. Nice sharing of the ball. Just committing in extra steps in a turnover here for Chiang Kai-shek.
After receiving the ball, was not able to dribble it. The turnover. What I like about this game is the kind of intensity that both teams are giving, the kind of defensive intensity that is.
Time down to 1:45. Chiang Kai-shek College leading just by a point, 17-16. Welcome back, and of course it's all happening right here at SGS Stadium. This exhibition game featuring Chiang Kai-shek College, their high school basketball team, going up against, of course, the state from Chinese Taipei, the CTBC International School. And we still have 1:45 to really get excited. Again, this is just the first quarter. Looking forward to some great play, especially with these youngsters who can play tirelessly. They can really go up and down. It seems to be amazing a lot of the basketball fans, especially the Chiang Kai-shek College community, the Filipino-Chinese community. And here's an aggressive move to the basket. Pedarce was trying to go for the layup, but the quicker hands on that defense for CTBC.
Hitting the legs, the Chiang Kai-shek College player. Good pull up there. Not went in. Fast-paced game, Benji.
That's right. Well, it surely is going to be beneficial for the two of us, Coach Headstart. Wow! The denial, the rejection, and the defense creating an opportunity for a great offense. See how they run.
Yeah, good defense translating in a fast break there. A BYD Valenzuela fast break play of the game.
Why not? Now CTBC finding themselves up by 1. Less than a minute to play here in the first period. They're really clogging the lanes. CTBC. But they're going to call a foul on CTBC, and since they're already in penalty, free throw is going to be happening here for Chiang Kai-shek College. Taking a look at this. Yeah, that's right. As fast as a BYD.
Yes. The
Vehicle.
BYD Valenzuela fast break of the game. And you know, the kind of defense that CTBC is showing, it's a kind of defense that yesterday Coach Tom Rodney Chua and Coach Paulo Rivero was teaching them. Yung bump, and to hold your ground. Tough defense there by CTBC.
Something that they have to make some really big adjustments before entering the second quarter. The free throws here, I think they have already missed 8 here in the first quarter for Chiang Kai-shek College. Good boxing out right there for Chiang Kai-shek. De Los Santos, again, that kind of a defense.
You're able to strip that ball when he's driving.
Short jumper just won't go. Finding a way to get the offensive rebound, having the final say, and I do believe there's a foul that has been called before the buzzer sounded off. And officially is not yet over. CTBC finding themselves on top by 2. And of course our officials are just going to be making sure that there's still a bonus free throw. They called a foul. And that was a shooting foul. So let's see if they're going to be giving him a free throw. I do believe there's still time remaining even. Look at this. Grab that rebound. And then the steal underneath. There's the contact. There was the whistle. And the whistle happened first before the buzzer. And there's still 0.2 of a second remaining before we officially end the first 10 minutes of play between these two teams. And CTBC could up this 2-point lead that they have right now. So Chiang Kai-shek with his bonus free throw. Taking care of it, 0.2 of a second. They get a 3-point ball game, and that will be it for the first quarter of action. And what sequence did we see here? Of course, CTBC International School with their 52% shooting. Chiang Kai-shek shooting only 40%. We have seen the tremendous speed of both these young players we have on the floor. Anything you can do, we can also do the same thing. It's as if that has been going on for the first quarter of play. And easily, things are really going to heat up. And be the precision and accuracies truly go in, level up when we enter the second quarter. For now, CTBC up by 3, 21-18. Back here at SGS Stadium as we continue with this special presentation of this ball game between Chiang Kai-shek College going up against CTBC International from Chinese Taipei. The Chinese Taipei team leads by 3, now by 5 as they open up quickly the scoring here in the second period. Benji Santiago, Coach Headstart C.
Good strong drive there by Yi Liao, listed here as their captain ball.
Okay.
Now it's a zone defense, 1-3-1 zone defense now for CTBC.
It's going to be a loose ball foul here on CTBC.
Quick substitution here for CTBC. CTBC is being accompanied by Joseph Lin and Boson Chen, their team manager. What a blessing for them to have their training camp outside their country.
Yeah, true. The whole adventure and the whole experience that they could gain. So they decided to count that, and just in the nick of time, that was a basket. CTBC enjoying a 3-point lead, trying to be aggressive. There's the shot block underneath.
Of course, would like to thank the different coaches who have helped build the training camp. Coach Pao Rivero, Coach Tom Rodney Chua, Coach Nicolo Chua, Coach Aldrin Yao, helping out to strengthen and support the CTBC International School.
And there's another shot block right there. And it results in a turnover, so ball going back here. The Chiang Kai-shek College down by 3. Long cross-court pass. Factora. The double teaming defense. They try to go inside, but that's too high of a pass. That could have been a nice play for Chiang Kai-shek. Attracting the double teaming defense, and somebody's going to be left open.
After this exhibition game with Chiang Kai-shek College, they will be visiting Hope Christian High School, one of the prestigious Filipino-Chinese school also here in the Philippines. Then, one of the winningest school teams, San Beda and University of the Philippines. So those are tough matchups coming for CTBC.
But that's great for them as part of their training.
Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Great pass underneath. Finding the open man.
De Los Santos with his second basket. He's got 4, he's got 3 rebounds across his name. Now a 1-point game. Too close for comfort, and that's going to be contact called against Chiang Kai-shek College. Take a look at this. All eyes were on him. He was able to get the attention of the defenders, and nobody down low deep for Chiang Kai-shek. Stop that basket. 23-22. I'm also impressed with the great ball movement at CTBC. The way they're showing it, the handles. That took a little while, and it was too late before they realized the buzzer sounding off. A shot clock violation called against CTBC.
A while ago, part of the lesson that they had is that skills dribbling lesson from Coach Nicolo Chua, wherein you could hang the ball a bit so you could decide where to go. Delantar missing, going to the baseline. About
3 tries before a foul has been called.
having a hard time. He was open on the other side, but decides to go on this side where the defense was. "14 seconds left in the shot clock."
And that's a better way of executing that play as they keep on going inside for those higher percentage baskets. Now we got a seesaw game. Chiang Kai-shek is up by 1, 24-23. Nice spin move, but a better defensive stop here for Chiang Kai-shek. Here we go, the other way of the court, the stop and pop, and that's good.
I like players having, especially the guards, who has that stop and pop. That's a good shot when you're a guard.
Nicer Factora, look at this. Take it strong, that's the way to do it. And Juancho Albero with that layup extends their lead to 5 right now, making some stops at the other end, and ball will go their way.
But hustle plays there by both of the team, really trying to force some turnovers and errors against each other. And that's how you make each other better, when you have that kind of defense, even if it's just an exhibition game.
You know, the mind frame of these kids, a win is still a win.
Yes. It's a 1-3-1 defensive pattern. So easy now.
Los Santos.
De Los Santos is driving, forcing his way inside the paint.
Up 7 right now, Chiang Kai-shek College. They go for the 3, that's their second here in the first half for CTBC.
Yi Chang hitting that 3-pointer. Puts the lead to 4.
Factora was already on his way to the basket, but the dribbling violation is called against him. So he was trying to weave his way to get inside. Taking a look at this 3-pointer, much needed big basket here for CTBC. And managing to cut the deficit to 4. Almost halfway here in the second period. CTBC International with a basketball. Trying to find an open look for a 3, but hitting nothing in that attempt. Chiang Kai-shek gets back ball possession, enjoying a 4-point lead. That's a rejection. Let's see, the defense was okay. How about the offense?
This is 3 against 3. It's an open pull-up shot. It's not converted. Look at that rejection. Good defense there. Another 3 on the way. Not there.
5:02 remaining. Also applying the same pressure defense. The CTBC International against Chiang Kai-shek here. They're forced to commit a turnover, Chiang Kai-shek and CTBC. What are they going to do? They're going to shoot another 3 and still can't hit it. They get another chance here. For a little while, it was theirs. Scooping it up like just nothing was on his way. And Albero has got 6 points and a 6-point advantage as well for Chiang Kai-shek College. And then the traveling call on CTBC International.
Look at this play. After the turnover, there was even a defender almost getting that shot blocked.
I guess there could have been a foul there somewhere.
Now 6-point lead for the Blue Dragons. Could still remember Coach Joel Yap winning 3 Tiong Lien championship, a grand slam for Chiang Kai-shek College back in the days.
Six-point advantage.
Up and under move.
Almost.
What a hustle play there. And you know CTBC will run. They've been trying to do that all day long. Off a turnover, off a rebound. These kids will run.
How do you like that? Su Yi Chang. A nice timing of the pass. The snowboard dribble just went up. And away he went. But just could not complete the three-point play.
Yi Chang, a lengthy player. Trying to trap again. Forcing some turnover. Hitting the foot of CTBC player.
It's going to be a baseline throw-in for Chiang Kai-shek. Still up in this ball game here in the first half, up by 4. Off the inbound, a catch and shoot. And Betances has got himself 8 points here in the first half.
Good looking medium range shot. There, nothing but net. Zone defense now for CKSC Blue Dragons.
Shot clock is down to 7. They go for another 3. They get the defensive rebound, pushing and shoving in that shaded area. So they call a foul on Chiang Kai-shek.
Chiang Kai-shek College Blue Dragons failing to box out. The smaller players getting the offensive rebound, getting fouled.
Rebound story, actually. They're winning out in that department. Chiang Kai-shek 22-11. Here comes a long distance shot from the corner. Nope. They're getting good looks. It's just that they're not falling. And we could consider those as dodging a bullet and some lucky breaks going the way of Chiang Kai-shek.
Good defense, reducing the shot clock to just 10 seconds, even forcing a turnover. That's kind of the kind of defense CTBC is having.
Sticky like glue.
2-3 defense for Blue Dragons. Let's see how CTBC will work to break this 2-3 zone.
And this is what I'm talking about, the great ball movement that they have been doing almost the entire first half.
Last 2 minutes and 30 seconds here in our first half.
Lost the pass, committing a turnover. And that's going to be number 12 on the number of turnovers for Chiang Kai-shek. On equal footing with CTBC.
12 turnovers against each other. And we're only in the first half. So something both teams need to work on.
They've had 3. Not exactly as sweet as they wanted to be. But not also much from Chiang Kai-shek College. We're talking about the 3-pointers, 2 for CTBC, 1 for Chiang Kai-shek.
We call it a loose ball foul against Lizo. That's a 4th team foul for Chiang Kai-shek College.
A minute and 45 still to be played here in the first half. Yeah, Lizo was not exactly at the right place trying to get an offensive rebound. We have a timeout. as we continue, there's still a lot of time here in the second quarter, a minute and 45. Chiang Kai-shek College is leading 34-28, shooting a better 46%, 14 of 30, 12 of 31 for CTBC. Now it is their turn to call a timeout. All right, so they called a timeout. Let's see what's going to transpire after they were able to talk to each other here. CTBC International, that team from Chinese Taipei, is down by 6. 100 seconds. Kind of place that CTBC wants to employ here. And there's always a very good read here for Chiang Kai-shek College, breaking up that early play. That floater, yes.
That's a good shot. He's been hitting that one. That one-hander a la James Yap of the Philippines.
Chu Yi Chang is able to do it. At least that's coming up a timeout, and they were able to score. Chiang Kai-shek, and right now, CTBC coming up with a steal in that shaded area. Get a 4-point game approaching the final minute of the first half. It's a long distance shot.
Yeah.
Second serving, Coach Headstart.
Oh, I really like this player, Chi Lin. Works hard off the board. Very athletic player.
He's got 2 rebounds and 8 points already.
That's for CTBC.
The lead has been cut down to 2. For a little while, there was nowhere to go with that attack for Chiang Kai-shek College.
11 seconds in their shot clock.
Finally, the ball was inbounded. And that ball doesn't decide to drop. So a chance here for CTBC.
It's a good lead pass.
Wow, and hitting a 3 just like that, finding themselves on top once again.
He is confident with that 3-pointers. He's been trying to take those shots. That's good for their team.
Delantar in a very crowded situation. There's still time here, 3 seconds remaining. Let's see what's going to happen. Nice fake. Oh! Pedar says in double fingers. They're going to count that as a basket for Chiang Kai-shek College. There's always something big that's happening before we end the quarter.
What a buzzer beater there. He's been doing that up and under whole game already.
Yeah, everybody trying to tie for the loose ball. These kids basically showing us the energy and how it feels good to be young again, hopefully. But right now we're just basically enjoying how they're doing things here on the court. 2 quarters already done, and this could be bad news for Chiang Kai-shek College if CTBC International could start knocking down those 3-pointers. They were being given a lot of those open looks. Just some of the hustle plays for Chiang Kai-shek College, finding themselves still ahead after 2 quarters, but just by 1, 36-35. And we're just about to start with the second half of action. It's as close as it can get. Back in the second period, Chiang Kai-shek College is outscoring CTBC by 18-14. And let's see how it transpires right now as we are bringing to you the second half of action. Live from the SGS Stadium here in Quezon City, Manila, Philippines. The Chinese Taipei team and Chiang Kai-shek College. An open look for a three did not happen. 36-35, still keeping the lead on their side of the court.
There's good extra passing for the Blue Dragons. Getting the open man, taking that shot, but missing it.
There was Chang who had 17 back in the first half for CTBC International, and Pitavste or Chiang Kai-shek who had 10 points.
Some of the officials for CTBC, we have their head coach Lu Tai Lin, their manager Chen Po Nien, consultant Lin Hung Ju, athletic trainer Chang Tung Xiang, and media coordinator Cao Yi Chuan. So they're all in all, there are 20 who came here in the Philippines for their training camp.
CTBC, another opportunity for them to take the lead, but they turned the ball over. Albero tried a quick pass, well read, play broken up. It stays with them.
They're like 3 against 2 on that fast break, able to convert. Long three-pointer.
Just did not happen.
Extra pass there. Good rebound by Albero. Giving up that pass to Lacson for that open shot.
Chiang Kai-shek is shooting 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. They're winning in the rebound department, but managing only to come up with this 3-point advantage as of the moment.
3-point field goal percentage. CTBC 3 of 13, 23%, while Chiang Kai-shek College 1 out of 5.
This time they go for the long 2, and that ball decides to drop. Got the shooter's bounds right there. There's Chang, who's leading the scoring spree here for CTBC. Already has 19 points in the ball game.
He's a lengthy player who could hit the 3 and have those pull-up jumpers. And a while ago, we saw him those teardrop shots. Look at this play, that extra passing. That one dribble pull-up shot by Chang, giving him his 19th point of the ball game.
Taking a look at free throws being taken here by Chiang Kai-shek, and this is Sean Leicester Wong at the line. He's got 4 points and 3 rebounds. Free throws were not exactly favoring their way back in the first half, and they sure have a lot of making up to do for it. At least that's 2 for 2 here for Chiang Kai-shek in the third period. 40-37, they stay on top of this ball game.
One of the objectives of the CTBC International School basketball team is to reach the top 16 in the national in Taiwan.
No boxing out right there for Chiang Kai-shek College. Here's another golden opportunity to make a 3, but that did not happen. And here comes the Blue Dragons, Factora. Who's open? Oh, nice shit. Oh, sorry, missed right there, but managing to get the defensive rebound.
Albero really able to find his open teammates.
Going to give it another try. Now the battle for the loose ball. It stays with Chiang Kai-shek. Albero firing, still offline.
Another turnover for CTBC. The extra passing, another good pass by Albero to Lacson.
Well, that's the second assist for Albero. And somehow breaks, the good breaks are going their way. How many times that ball? Like it doesn't want to be in the hands of CTBC right there. Up 5 is Chiang Kai-shek, and they have the basketball.
Now a zone defense for CTBC.
Factora thought about it. Draws there. Back rimmed his shot. Ball being tossed around. It ends up outside, and it stays for Chiang Kai-shek College.
Again, we want to say hi to everyone watching there in Taiwan. Tacha Hao. Good evening to everyone.
And then a bad inbound play here. 6:30 here in the third period. Again, we're so happy that we could bring this, especially for the young kids who are into basketball.
Yi Chang leading all scorer with 19 points. While for Chiang Kai-shek College, it's Pedarce and Lacson having 10 points each. It's the second team foul.
Factora commits that foul. Down by 5. Shot clock down to 8. That's offline. Well, a little too bad. Lacson could not control the basketball, trying to get that rebound.
The shooter, Chang, hitting again that 3.
Chu Yi Chang now has got 22 points, leading all scorers in this ball game.
And we're just in our third quarter with a full 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Still,
chance to equalize or maybe take the lead back here for CTBC, but before anything else could happen, there was the referee's whistle halting play here in the third period.
Chang 3 out of 8 from the 3-point field goal, 37%. You could see he's confident taking those 3-pointers. Whenever he is left open, he will pull that trigger.
They're 4 of 17 from Rainbow Country. Here comes another one, but that was long and strong. Grabbing that rebound, Factora quickly going for a pass here. Lacson, the extra pass inside. There's a foul, but somehow Tan will be shooting free throws.
Extra passing for the Blue Dragons. What I like is the kind of defense both teams, from man-to-man to zone defense, 2-3, 1-3-1, full court pressure, double teaming as they cross the half-court line. So this kind of exhibition games would really help each other in terms of being a better team.
Split charities right there for Kingsley Tan, and he's got 4 points in the ball game to go along with his 3 rebounds. Chiang Kai-shek College up by 3. A steal. Can he finish? He's going to take another trip to that line to shoot 2 free throws.
No, this Albero, Juancho Albero, you may look at him as a bit stocky, but he is quick for his size, and he decides very good, decides very well.
And Juancho Albero has got 6.
And at times that's what you look for in a player, the decision making, when to pass, when to take the shot.
Two for 2 of those free throws. Still protecting the lead. Now up 5, 45-40. 5 minutes to play here in the third period. Wow, what a move.
Against 3 defenders.
He went zigzag on his way to the basket right there.
Yi Liao creating a tough shot for CTBC, cutting the lead to 3.
Nice pass right there and a basket for
Albero really creating plays for his teammate. Turnover.
MC Outlet. And taking it strong and finishing it in a very nice way. Lacson adds up to his 10 points. Now he's got 12.
Strong. Going towards the basket. Chang losing the ball. Substitution here for the Blue Dragons. Some of the coaching staff here are former Blue Dragons. You have their Faustino, Kapati, Ancheta serving for their alma mater. But Chang, oh sorry, that's Thai. Inside points.
Winsky pass underneath. And now CTBC trying to cut down this deficit. Another three-pointer here for CTBC.
He is really their scorer, scoring heavily for CTBC.
He's got 25, 3 rebounds also. It's part of his contribution, and this is just the third quarter. Pedase tried another long-distance shot. Here comes another three-pointer. Just didn't go for CTBC International. 49-47. 2-point ball game here.
Good boxed out there by the Blue Dragons.
Talantal kicks it out. Finally, that's only the second three-pointer here for Chiang Kai-shek College. But of course, an opportunity to create some sort of a separation as they are up by 5.
That's a long 3. Another three-pointer by Chang.
Not that time. 52-47, Chiang Kai-shek College.
Great.
No rebounder, no problem. I'll just go for it.
That mid-range jumper. Another turnover. 2 against 1. They hope to get a three-pointer shot. Albero with the offensive rebound.
Getting it back again. So under 2 minutes to play here in the third. A 7-point advantage. Make that 9 right now. Considered to be the highest here for Kai-shek College.
Tough defense by the Blue Dragons, forcing some turnovers.
Albero has got 10 points. That's short. Great hustle play and a foul underneath.
Getting back his long range miss shot. Go to the line.
56-47, Chiang Kai-shek College now enjoying their largest advantage here in this ball game. Once again, of course, you're witnessing and enjoying every bit of the action that's happening right here at SGS Stadium. CTBC International on your screens, going up against Chiang Kai-shek College. With Chiang Kai-shek College, the boys in white leading 9:56 to 47 with 83 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Of course, there's this guy from CTBC, Chu Yi Chang, who's 4 of 10 from three-point country, and he leads everybody with his 25 points, but they still find themselves playing catch up.
He's also playing heavy minutes for them, playing already for 24 minutes. That's more than half of the entire ball game.
Knocking down free throws, very important, especially when you're down. Every basket must count.
1-2-2 defense now for CTBC.
Factora. What are they going to do next? For a little while, Delantar was so unsure. He's claiming not much ball or not much movement from his teammates. He's trying to find a way to go for a pass.
Baseline inbound now for the Blue Dragons. De Los Santos gets himself open on that one-line baseline inbound. How many times we've seen that play? The third player getting open for that mid-range shot.
8 points for Prince De Los Santos and a quick retaliation over at the other side from CTBC. 27 points for Chang.
What's good about this player is he's been doing it all around the court, from three-pointer to running shots to pull-up jumper. Excellent player for CTBC.
They try to go inside. Heavy traffic. Can't find a way to score. Too deep underneath. Who's got the basketball? It's Chiang Kai-shek College. Pulling back is Factora. And they could go for the last shot, Coach Edson.
Yes, 7 seconds remaining. Let's see what Factora will be doing here for their last shot.
He's gonna go for the three, and it drops.
Sometimes you let your player do what he wants, especially if you're Factora, who knows when the time is winding down and hitting that three.
And every quarter, every time it ends, somebody would manage to get a basket. And talk about some highlight plays that happened back in the third period, when, of course, Chiang Kai-shek College enjoyed their largest lead at, right now, 10, 61-51. Chang has been hot shooting the lights out here at SGS Stadium, but nonetheless, there could always be those outside shots that could go in here for Chiang Kai-shek. 61-51 for the Blue Dragons. Well, back at that third quarter, a big explosion is in the production. 25 points for Chiang Kai-shek College and limiting their opponent. Of course, just only 16 points And somehow closing in on the shooting percentage is the CTBC, 42% to the 43 of Chiang Kai-shek College. Welcome to the final 10 minutes of this ball game. Factora with a runner, overshooting it. Ball will stay with Chiang Kai-shek. Still the rebounds being lorded over by Chiang Kai-shek, 41 to 22. And also a +5 in the assist department, 16-11. But that turnover will result into Chiang Kai-shek committing their 17th.
CTBC pressure defense really forcing turnovers against the Blue Dragons. It was a great third quarter for the Blue Dragons, 25-16.
Ball will go the way of Chiang Kai-shek College, so they lead by 10 right now. Could be even more. The drive, the miss. The second chance. Told you they're winning in that rebounding department. More possessions, more opportunities to score, as they say. Sean Wong at the line. He missed on the first. He's got 5 points and 4 rebounds to boot.
This is the biggest lead for the Blue Dragons, 11 points. Let's see how CTBC will be running their plays.
The penetration, and nicely done right there on that layup.
Kai Si Liu.
That's his first basket, Coach Edster.
Fresh off the bench here for CTBC.
Trying to share it. De Los Santos. It's a good thing that ball will stay on their side of the court. They still have possession, 11 seconds on their clock.
He had that open lane for him already.
It's going to be a second team foul here in the fourth. CTBC. Factora. He's got 4 assists. Shot clock is down to 3. A complete miss.
That's what they do best. CTBC really running every opportunity that they have in their transition.
Trying to tighten their defense. They're trying to be everywhere to guard, especially the ball handler here, Factora, the side of Chiang Kai-shek College. We get a 7-point game. Another strong, aggressive move, and that layup is in, bringing down the lead to just 5 right now.
Kai Tai, very easy for him, just facing the basket. No defender for the white jersey.
Pedarce has been quiet for quite some time now, trying to be aggressive, but there was already contact before he could even take off. It's what happened earlier, the side of CTBC. You give him an open lane, and they'll make you pay. They're that quick.
Yes, that's too easy for him. It's a man-to-man sticky defense now for CTBC. 5 seconds of their shot clock.
Are they aware? It's down to 1. And this is going to be a shot clock violation on Chiang Kai-shek.
Outstanding defense there for CTBC. Getting that, forcing that turnover, a chance for them to cut down this lead. Motion offense now for the dark team. Losing that one.
Now they're beginning to show that they want to be always on attack mode for CTBC, but sometimes you just be not able actually to control the basketball.
21 seconds in the shot clock. They're still in the backcourt. Let's see if the Blue Dragon knows that they need to cross that half-court line. They did.
De Los Santos locks on, is fouled.
Foul was called.
It was Shi. And now we take a look at Lorenzo Joaquin locks on at the line to shoot free throws.
Misses his first shot.
He's in double figures. He's got 12 as of the moment.
There's Coach Joel Yap and Coach Arvin Faustino.
Taking care of the second free throw and still keeping the lead on their side, 63-57. They led by as much as 11. CTBC upping their game.
No dribble, extra passing for CTBC. Cross-court pass for Chang.
28 big points.
Bang for Chang.
And he's got 5 3-pointers made so far. Long ways to go here in the final quarter, 6.5 to play. The lead has been chopped down to only 3 for Chiang Kai-shek. Imagine leading by 11 and CTBC finding some ways to keep it close. And this is what we're talking about. Shang.
Bang. Chang bang. Cuts the lead to 3 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds still remaining in the ball game.
Could even be closer, maybe a tie. Traveling.
Changing of his pivot foot. Traveling. CTBC finding their matchup right now. They're playing man-to-man pressure defense against the Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon still hanging on a 3-point lead. Factora with a pull-up shot.
Ball tossed up. Chiang Kai-shek winning out. Play broken up underneath. It stays to Chiang Kai-shek, 11 seconds on their clock.
Same baseline inbound. Backdoor Albero. Getting that one to go. Extending their lead to 5, 65-60.
The spin move. Oh, difficult shot, but still managing to make it.
Their captain, Yi Liao, getting that one to go.
He's got 10 points and then a steal here. Oh, the quick hands. Right there by Factora.
You have to like the kind of pressure man-to-man defense. This is a tough shot there by Yi Liao a while ago.
Yi Liao already has 10 points in the ball game. Chance to even close in some more. Oh. They're committing a lot of those traveling calls going against them for CTBC.
Coach Lu Tai Lin giving some instructions. They would want to force some turnovers again. Almost.
Almost. De Los Santos, right place at the right time. And this is a good play. But of course, not exactly happy with Sean Leister Wong, who could have made this shot. And instead is going to the line to shoot free throws.
That's what happens when you do pressure defense, a high pressure defense. The back door gets open. And we've seen that a while ago where Albero went back door getting his layup, and right now it's Wong getting open in the back door.
14 of 24 from the line. The number of misses shooting free throws here for Chiang Kai-shek College. And still somehow up by 5.
Chilin coming in the ball game is 4 out of 4 field goal here in this game. Almost losing that ball.
Who ends up with the basketball and still with CTBC. Puts it up long distance. Short offensive rebound and another traveling call on CTBC.
Before he could even take that shot, his feet shuffled for that traveling call.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
That was a good call.
Yeah, the slow-mo showed the traveling. Here's something that both teams can review and see how they went against each other so they would know what to improve when they go back to their respective tournaments. No look pass to the baseline.
CTBC could even get closer. Running time the shot clock, which says 10 seconds right now. Could be a crucial turnover.
Unforced turnover.
They were swinging the ball from one side to another on their front court. And yes, indeed, that unforced errors spoiling some of their chances to bring this game to a real close one. Chiang Kai-shek enjoying it at 5. They count the basket plus the foul.
This Lacson player, cool as he is, look at that, going back door again. Was hit in the head, getting that one to go. Then Chi Lin
will foul out of the game.
fouls out of the ball game.
On Chi Lin, it's 8 points, 3 rebounds. But for Lacson, is still going to be shooting 1 free throw here. He's got a total of 15 points and 4 assists. It's just that they missed 10 free throws here in this ball game.
So that's 69-62. 7-point lead. It was down as close as 3 points.
Under 4 minutes to play.
It's a good matchup for both teams. Bonus free throw is good for Lacson.
Lead up 8. Lacson is 16. Time down 3 minutes and 44. Nice crossover move. Too strong off the glass, and here comes Chiang Kai-shek. De Los Santos got tied up, lost the basketball. Too strong on that three-pointer.
Touchdown, fast break.
Sean Wong.
BYD Valenzuela, fast break of the game by Wong. Lacson figuring that his teammate was running already, but Chang is not yet finished. Hitting another three-pointer.
Wowing everybody with 31 big points and his 6th three-pointer in the ball game.
More importantly, lead cuts down to 7 under 3 minutes left.
Factora with a nice crossover move. Sort of an ankle breaker. Now you see him, now you don't.
Some good guards here for Chiang Kai-shek College, especially those mid-range jumpers. Albero losing that one. They don't need to be in a hurry. That's Chiang Kai-shek College.
Offensive rebound. And they're going to call it a foul on Chiang Kai-shek. This one will go against Albero.
Substitution.
Only 2 minutes and 23 left to play here in this ball game.
Overall shot clock.
Baseline inbound for CTBC. Good drive, extra passing now. Open lane.
Yes, patient offense that time around. Getting it done. And Chiang Kai-shek College, not to be sure, it's not a comfortable 7-point lead that they have right now. And once again, if you're trying to catch up with the action here, Chiang Kai-shek College, their high school basketball team, is up by 7 against a visiting CTBC International School, Chinese Taipei. The 2 minutes and 13 remaining here in this exhibition game. But what a treat this is turning out to be, especially for the young basketball fans who are getting a chance to enjoy and watch this action. Coming to you live from SGS Stadium here in Quezon City, Manila, Philippines. As we're just about to enter the final 2 minutes of this ball game.
Good steal by Chang. Going strong to the basket.
And knowing how to finish. So he's got 33 points. Cuts down the lead to 5. Putting on some pressure defense. CTBC, they don't want to commit a foul. They're already in penalty. Ball almost lost. And Los Santos going all the way. Couldn't get the layup. Here comes another golden opportunity for CTBC. They just won't quit.
Foul there by Wong. They are not yet in penalty.
It's only their 13th foul. 90 seconds to play here in this ball game. A 2-possession game. CTBC will need to call this timeout.
Okay.
A 2-possession game, 1 minute and 30. Anything can still happen with the way these two teams have been going up against each other, have been running up and down the floor. The energy seems to still be there. And let's see what's going to happen next. Still that possibility for CTBC. I have already made mention. No letting up, no giving up, not just yet. Especially with Chang, who's burning the hoops here at SGS Stadium.
35 big points for him.
Imagine.
Next to him is Liao with 10 and Tai with 10 as well. On the other side, it's Lacson with 16, Pedarce at 12, and Albero with 12. And he is playing heavy minutes. 34 minutes in this ball game already.
14 seconds on the shot clock here. Oh, and a steal here. De Los Santos Touchdown.
And that was off from a timeout of CTBC. Good defense there by the Blue Dragons.
Reading that play intended by CTBC. And then unable to score when given another chance here.
Time
Sean Wong.
management.
Yep. And he sees an open space right there. And he went for it. He gets fouled.
Will go to the line. Coach Herbert also there for the Blue Dragons, giving some instruction to Factora. First free throw is good.
Sean Wong adds up to his production with 57.9 seconds to play here in this ball game.
CTBC needs to score fast. Time is against them now. And you go to Chang for that score.
Can't get it to go down. That was an open look at a nice fake. It was like a fly-by move, but just couldn't hit it when they needed it.
37 seconds remaining.
The three-possession game at that for Chiang Kai-shek College to have this advantage in the lead.
They're just trying to force some turnovers right now. 7 seconds to the shot clock. Lacson.
Oh, timely hit from the outside. 22.4 seconds remaining. That's basically the insurance for Chiang Kai-shek College. Look at this.
The shot clock was going down. Tough shot there for Lacson.
And with only 22.4 seconds remaining, this is already a victory here, at least in this exhibition game for Chiang Kai-shek College. And for CTBC International, this team from Chinese Taipei, all they need is just a good execution. Not happy earlier when they called a timeout and just turning the ball over.
It's good defense by the Blue Dragons. Your shooter Chang is inbounding the ball. I'll be expecting that he'll be receiving that back after that inbound.
That's right. That's exactly how it happened, but he just could not connect. The way he was doing it almost the entire ball game with his 6 3-point shots made. Shooting, abandoning him when they needed most.
Platoon substitution for CTBC. 5 players coming in.
The white flag of surrender, basically here with CTBC.
Yeah, with 10-point lead with 15 seconds.
But all in all, nobody has lost this ball game. Actually, they have gained a lot playing against each other.
Just the experience. Both teams pressuring the ball. Both teams trying to force some turnovers. So you would love that, seeing that one. Just looking at the turnover, Chiang Kai-shek College Blue Dragon has 24, while CTBC has 23. That's one too many turnover for a team.
8.2 seconds. I would conclude this as all's well that ends well between these two teams, but this is just basically a part of what they have managed to consider as an adventure and an experience, and learning a lot of things. And Chiang Kai-shek College, CTBC, just finishing touches here for Chiang Kai-shek. They just want to go for the setup plays, as that will end the ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end
And to consider, it's not just the players who are going to be happy with how this ball game has been played, the turnout, and of course the result here, a win for Chiang Kai-shek College. Entertaining for the basketball fans, and yes, I do believe there's still some more that they will have to go through, especially for Chinese Taipei. They're just basically enjoying every day as an experience. As Coach Edser made mention, not running out of energy. This is how it ended. Chiang Kai-shek 81-69 when it has finally ended. A good game, and we are just basically so happy that we could bring it to all of you here.
Outstanding for performance by Chang, 35 big points, and the kind of defense both teams have shown is a testament to the kind of culture that both teams has, a defensive culture that is.
And how do you like that for Chiang Kai-shek College? Earlier part of the ball game, they were missing a lot of those long distance shots. And finally, when they need some assurance baskets, they were able to make them very timely. All part of just keep going. Don't stop, don't give up. And a nice photo op here for these two teams.
Good competition both teams has. Again, it's a welcoming CTBC here in the Philippines. Chiang Kai-shek College hosting them. Very good chance for both schools to be able to compete, learn from each other, and to be better.
So in the end, it's basically a win-win situation here. The whole ball game going up against each other for these two teams again. We would like to thank the two teams who really gave us a wonderful, entertaining ball game. And for Coach Edster C, this is Benji Santiago. We'll see you at the ball games.